Happy Friday!
Morning.
Made it to the end of the week. We're just, a minute or so late. That's okay.
More like 2. That was more on me. It always takes a lot longer than I remember to get this started. So
that's okay.
But either way, thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Brendan here with Heather.
Yeah.
And we're about to enter the weekend. A lot of our friends are maybe just beginning their work day, just beginning their day. Heather, how are things going with you?
Good.
On your day 5 of day 6 work week.
Yes. Yeah. We'll be back to the weekends tomorrow to fill in for Trevor. So bring it back to my roots. It's going to be hard to stay up at 7 p.m. on a Saturday night. I can't even believe I'm saying that now because, he told me that 3 years ago and, you're crazy. So I'm such a night owl, but I'm not anymore.
We don't have weekend morning newscasts, but we have the 6 and 11 p.m. newscast. So tune in to see Heather up past her bedtime. and
doing a longer weather hit than what I'm used to now, because usually the mornings we stick to around 1:30 to maybe 2 minutes of weather.
Yeah. On
the weekends, I get 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's doubled.
Yeah.
So.
Will there be a lot to talk about weather-wise?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, this weekend's a great weekend to have enough to talk about, to fill all those 4 minutes with all the important things, explanations of why things are happening, and rain, too. Not the best forecast.
Well,
but you got to dress for the weather. You can't control the weather. You can control how you dress for it.
Yeah. And you're just preparing us. You're just passing along the facts.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. But, yeah, it's not going to be the best weekend. And now that I'm thinking about it, I had friends suggest maybe a bonfire tomorrow night, which I cannot go to anyway.
Yeah.
But the weather's not going to be great for that. I'm thinking about it. So.
Well, I'm glad you went with my suggestion for the weather quiz.
I did, yeah.
I said, how about some Michigan trivia?
He did suggest it because I sat here and you guys, after a while, I don't want to repeat weather quiz questions by any means or make them boring. And Brendan's like, why don't you do Michigan trivia? And it's like, you know what? I will.
I'm thinking,
just for
what can I
Brendan,
get right?
Little Friday treat, and everyone got it right. So,
yeah.
Including our Facebook viewer of the day. So it was a good week. Brendan still doesn't like the standings.
No.
But you know what? You have next week, Brendan. And the stakes are low.
They're pretty low.
You will not.
This is just for fun.
Maybe, next week if you do well, maybe I'll make coffee every day for you.
Yeah, you've been on a coffee kick lately.
I have, you guys.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it either, but.
She brings in special coffee, special creamer.
Yeah, I was going to tell our friends, if you don't watch the informal Facebook Live where we took you on a journey yesterday. Or was it? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Took you on a field trip to the coffee machine.
Yeah, field trip to the coffee machine in our sales department. But I make caramel flavored coffee and then I put white chocolate raspberry creamer in it because I am a creamer girl.
It's delicious.
It is so good.
Yeah.
And I made some for Brendan this morning. Even our station manager wanted the flavored coffee today.
But he didn't like raspberry enough to put it in his coffee, so.
Got the sass from that one.
We'll take what he doesn't drink.
Yeah, I was happy with saving more for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking about weather this weekend, if you have any plans, we'll go through a few event forecasts. I know a lot of you are probably doing things. We're in the busy season in northern Michigan for events happening. But if I don't mention that event forecast, we can give you a personalized one. So just tell us where you're going to be, kind of the timing, if you're going to be there at a specific time. And I can do my best to forecast that for you.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll get into the weather quiz. Let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, any other questions that you may have. So Michigan trivia per Brendan Kinney's request this morning. What is the official state flower that is described as, quote, one of the most fragrant and beautiful flowered species? Is that the lilac? Is that the apple blossom? Or is that lavender?
And to be clear, I only suggested the topic.
Yeah, I came up with the question.
Not the actual question. So.
Yeah, he said Michigan trivia, and I said, I'll find something with agriculture somewhere in it.
We'll reveal that answer in just a few minutes.
We will. We'll get into that forecast, though. So if you're north of the bridge this morning, portions south of the bridge, too, are waking up to some rain. Now, it's not widespread by any means, and we did see heavier showers just a few hours ago over in Sault Ste. Marie area into Chippewa County. If you're in Drummond Island, we are waking up still some of that rain. We're under that northwesterly flow, so some of that rain is just staying over that one spot. Over along I-75 through Gaylord this morning, we are seeing some of that rain into Charlevoix. So if you're traveling along I-75, even Highway 131, you could run into some showers. Even Kalkaska, probably seeing a few sprinkles outside. Now, the main weather story is the wind today. Aside from a few isolated showers today, we're not looking at a lot of rain, but we're looking at a lot of wind. So our wind will really pick up out in the northwest. Sustained 15 to 20, but these are the forecast peak winds by the afternoon. Gusting over 20 miles per hour in a lot of areas. And we'll still stick with some gusty conditions by early this evening. And then by tonight, we'll start to see them dying down. So closer to the overnight hours is when we'll start to see those wind gusts dying down. We're also going to start to clear up tonight too. So here's a look at Stormcast. Although there's not much to show you, I do want to show you those small chances for isolated showers. So the eastern upper does have a better chance to see a few of those isolated sprinkles. But then closer to tomorrow, that's when we're tracking our next weather maker moving in. So very early tomorrow, we probably won't see those showers until later into the morning. So that's closer around 7 o'clock. We'll see more of that rain moving in. And especially if you're west of I-75, that's where we're expecting heavier rain first. But by noon, just about everyone will be running into some rain. That rain will not move out till later in the evening. And then we'll see another round of some rain moving in time for Sunday. So it will be a rather rainy weekend. And I know there's a lot of events happening. So just plan for that. There is the Otsego Lake Splash-In. That's tomorrow. It starts around 9 when they start the festivities. So we are looking at around 59 degrees. Now by 11 o'clock, once they start getting the whole Splash-In event going, we are going to see 64 degrees, but more of that rain around. 6 o'clock, still some rain. And I know there's going to be food trucks and cocktails and all of that for spectators. So hopefully there's tents. If not, just grab that umbrella before you head out there tomorrow at Otsego Lake. And our wind will be out of the west. It'll be light and variable, 5 to 8 miles per hour. Another event happening this weekend is Bronco the Mac. And that's why we're having that live look over the Mackinac Bridge this morning. And on Friday, today, we're looking at 59 degrees in St. Ignace. They start in St. Ignace. And a lot of the festivities are happening there. Saturday, we're looking at more of that rain. So 63 degrees still on Saturday is expected, but you'll need that jacket. Sunday looks like we'll dry up a bit there. So we'll see a partly sunny sky, 61 degrees by Sunday. Forzo forecast highs today. We're looking at them well below average. You guys, usually we're in the 70s around this time of year. So well below average, 50s and 60s. Looking at isolated showers, mainly early in the morning. We're going to start to see those coming to an end up north. And then south of the bridge, we are going to see 60s for the most part with, I have isolated shower question mark because it will depend on where you're at. Early morning isolated rain and then wind and clouds if you're west of I-75. Although you could run into a sprinkle, we're not looking at a whole lot of rain today. Tonight, we're going to cool off to around the 40s and 50s with decreasing clouds. We're clearing up. Our winds will start to die down. We'll still see them mainly out of the west. 40s and 50s for the most part tonight. So cooler, especially if you're inland. If you're along the shoreline of the lakes, we're looking at mainly 50s tonight and then decreasing clouds. Our extended forecast, we're looking at a cooler weekend. You know, last week we were talking about warmer temperatures. Nice weather for the most part last weekend. And now we're looking at more widespread rain Saturday, few passing showers Sunday. But then look at that next week, slowly on the upward swing of things. So we're riding this roller coaster back up the lift hill, is what I'm going to say. Bringing my ride operator brain in this. We were talking about that earlier.
Exactly.
And then, yeah, Thursday and Friday, 70s and 80s back in the forecast. And we could see a few showers Wednesday. We're not looking at widespread rain.
Okay. Ready for the comments?
Yeah, now that I can, take a breath, drink some of my caramel coffee.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's 62. It's partly cloudy in Farmington Hills. Thank you, Christopher. Tom is saying good morning, off on another coolish bike ride this morning, as he puts it.
Yep.
It's 56 in East Jordan. Thank you, Nancy, for that weather report. It's 53 in Boyne Falls. It's raining there, according to Paula. Got Joel watching again from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. Joel was with us earlier this morning. It's still 52 degrees, but it's getting brighter outside.
The sun is trying. It's trying to come out.
Yeah. Apple Blossom is his guess for the weather quiz.
Okay.
Susan Lash Sims saying it's 53. It's cloudy in Kalkaska. She's also watching again. She was with us earlier. Christopher's guessing lavender. Chris is saying good morning from Boyne City. with her sister-in-law. Guessing S-I-L would be sister-in-law. Gonna do some garage sailing today. So fun times for Chris ahead. Hopefully you find some good deals, Chris.
So fun. I haven't done that in a long time. But I also don't have a lot of space, so I try not to accumulate more stuff.
Sure. Yep, same here.
Yeah.
Sarah, our friend and coworker, is saying happy Friday, friends. Right back at you, Sarah. She's already started her weekend.
Yeah, she's already on her weekend. She should be sleeping right now, but that's okay.
Mark is saying good morning from Mayo. It's 56 degrees. And Mark, I did see your comment in the earlier one. We just had to get on TV, so I'll read your whole comment now. Apparently today starts the Nor'easterner Music and Art Festival at 1 p.m. Today till 2 p.m. Sunday, Oscoda County Fairgrounds. So if you're looking for something to do in that area.
Oscoda.
Yep. And Joel wants people to go check out a certain website. Jackie is saying good morning. Great to hear from her as always. 52 degrees and rainy in Kalkaska. If it keeps up, her green beans are going to be floating.
Yeah, I put so you were talking about my impatiens. They were a bit dry yesterday. I'm now paying attention to them.
Okay.
Since now they have a second round of life.
Yep, yeah.
And they're blooming now. But they looked a bit dry, so I put a lot of water in my hanging basket, and then I put it closer to the edge of my balcony.
Okay.
So the little bit of rain we saw early this morning hopefully helped them a little bit.
I don't know if they have a third life left in them, so I'm glad you're taking care of them, Heather.
Yeah, maybe they do. No promises I'll keep them alive all spring and summer, but that's the goal. I'll try to bring my parents' green thumb in. They're both florists. Most of my life, my dad's a landscaper, loves growing plants and vegetables and stuff like that for my mom. So trying to be Mr. Bricca here. Because if I told him I killed the plants, I don't think he'd be very happy.
I thought I raised you better than that.
Yeah, because literally the one chore in our house was always weeding the backyard, but also watering all the plants when it came summertime. So when it was hot and I didn't want to do dishes at night, I'd go spray all the plants, but I'd spray it myself. Spray the plants, spray myself. And we have a greenhouse too, because he grows a lot of stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And here
I'll have to show you have you seen his greenhouse?
Mm-mm.
I'll have to show you. It's pretty elaborate.
So how many plants do you have right now?
Oh, just the one.
Just the one.
I had the flowers for my birthday hanging on by their last leg from Miss Allie Baxter from 2 weeks ago. I just threw them away.
Okay.
They weren't doing so hot, but I was rotating the water, so they lasted long. But it's just that one hanging basket. Having a cat, it's hard. I don't want to have a lot of plants around with her just in case she gets curious.
She's a curious kitty.
She's a curious little one, but yeah, just the impatience from one, and then we'll maybe get more. I don't know yet. But you have some, don't you?
I do. And Gib, yes, he's asking a question. Apparently we have to be done by 8:55. Got it, Gib. So we got 5 minutes.
Got it.
Yeah, I have flowers. I've yet to put them in a pot, but I'm watering them.
Were you going to do that last weekend? You were saying? Okay.
I got busy. But yeah, I just have to put them in they're all there. Just, they're not in the exact order.
They might get root bound if you don't get them into their pots soon.
Living life on the edge, Heather.
I know, yeah, aren't you? Just a rubble over there.
So we're down to 4 minutes we have left because apparently we're going to be recording. Oh, do they shut down
I'm sure it's
traffic
the
on
Broncos
oh, no,
crossing the Mac to go to St. Ignace.
So we have to record on that.
So
we'll keep going. Nancy's guessing apple blossom. Paula wants to know how it's looking for the Green Elk Rapids Nature Fest tomorrow from 11 to 2.
All right, let's see. I imagine temperature-wise it'll be pretty close to where we'll be at, but let me look 1 second. So tomorrow, looking at 68, and no matter where you're at tomorrow, you are probably going to see rain. So just know that. But let's see. There it is. That's tomorrow early morning. And then you said 11, right?
Yep, 11 to 2.
Yep, 11, rain, heavy rain by noon, looks like, and even into the afternoon. So grab that umbrella. You'll need it.
Oh, now you know, Paula.
Yep, there you go.
Mark said it's National Donut Day. Sure is. He likes apple or cherry fritters. That sounds very good. Another Mark is watching. Mark Lee is in Fremont, Indiana. Adam, our friend and coworker, is guessing lavender. He says has to be. Dave's watching from Breckenridge, Michigan, where it's a cool 60 degrees and cloudy. Susan Lash Sims is going to be camping in Cadillac, leaving from Kalkaska this Sunday and then back on Thursday the 13th. Wants to know how the weather is going to be, Heather.
This Sunday through the 13th. Let's see.
Yep, Sunday through Thursday in Cadillac.
So, go here. It is going to be a cool evening on Sunday, I'll tell you that. So, temperatures upper 40s on average in the overnight. So, this is, sorry, I was going here fast. So, Sunday, you are going to probably run into some showers early evening, winds out of the northwest. Then we'll start to see some sunshine. I think perfect dry weather Monday, most of Tuesday. And then the overnight hours, that's when we're expecting some of that rain to move in Wednesday. And then you want all the way through Thursday. And then it looks like, yeah, some clouds Thursday. I do think most of us will dodge that rain though Thursday. So majority of the time you're there, you'll be fine, but we'll see those showers possible.
Okay. We have a minute to go. Tom guessing apple blossom, Jackie guessing lilacs. Gail is chiming in from Kingsley. Going to be doing some fishing, going to the east side of the state. Safe travels, Gail.
Enjoy. I hear the fishing out east is a fun time.
Apple blossom is her guess. Joel talking about free ORV weekend. Paula guessing apple blossom. Jim watching from the 11th floor of Grand Traverse Tower. We'll be back in Alpena next week. And yes, we did get wet golfing this week. Susan Lash Sims guessing apple blossom. Madison, our friend and coworker, saying good morning and happy Friday, team. And Christopher talking about an event. And Jennifer watching, Alice, Trevor, John, and we need to get going in 20 seconds.
So apple blossom is the answer, and it was dedicated as a state flower in 1897. And here's a look at the weather quiz standings. Everyone's tied 4 for 5 this week. Mr. Larry chimed in on Facebook. Brendan, not a great week for him.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.